Australia, going through comfortably in straight sets. This will be a different encounter between these two. There is no doubt about that. Minaur, Hurkacz. It's been another very warm day in Sydney, and it's another sticky evening down on Ken Rosewall Arena. Humidity is up and a very good crowd in place as we get set for the walkout here tonight. So Australia need to win this if they're going to make their way into the semi-final. It's do or die for Alex de Minaur.
Please welcome, representing Poland, Hubert Hurkacz. And please welcome, representing Australia, Alex de Minaur.
Alex de Minaur leading the way, Captain Leighton Hewitt right behind him, a man who has so loved playing for Australia. Both of these have, in fact, and they put the green and gold on. They go to different levels, incredibly passionate. And another person that's passionate about our sport, and also when he played for his country. A warm welcome this evening, Jim Courier.
Good evening, Todd. Hello, everybody. I'm very excited to be alongside you for this contest. Hurkacz back healthy after an extended absence from injury and playing some exceptional tennis. But he has had it tough when he's had to go up against Alex de Minaur on hard courts. It's not been a great matchup for the Pole. The Aussie's gotten him in both of those encounters on a hard court. De Minaur will need some confidence for sure, because he needs this match desperately to keep Australia alive. But he should take that with him.
All right, guys, so 3 tiebreak sets, 6 ball, 7-9 ball chains, net machine for the serve, 25 seconds start automatically between points. And remember, for your towels, there are the boxes here, or you have the runners over to that side, they can bring them to you. And after the coin toss, some photos with Iga over there, and just the two of you as well. Any questions before we start? Okay, Iga, who's going to choose? Okay, Hubert, would you like to choose? What is he going to choose? AO or Mark Edmondson? AO, he called. Okay, toss. Toss it over there. Toss your coin. Yeah, toss it. Super. It's Mark Edmondson. Receive. Stay. Okay, some photos, please. No, you stay. You stay.
Well, the coin toss is done. And this has been one of the highlights all week when the Hot Shots kids, that's little Iga having her opportunity there, and she leaves the court with Eva Azdaraki-Moore, our chair umpire for this one today. And the crowd roar as they get back to start their warm-ups, and it's a matchup of two very different styles of play, Jim.
It certainly is. Alex de Minaur, we know, is one of the quickest athletes in men's tennis. Hurkacz is he moves well for his size, 1.96 m. He's a big fella, but he can cover the court. And he has one of the most devastating first serves in the men's game. He has been hyper accurate with his serve so far here in the United Cup. He's been ranked in the top 10. He descended out. He's ranked 83 right now because he didn't play since June last year. He was injured. He'd hurt his knee actually 2 Wimbledons ago. Finally succumbed to the knife, had surgery last July, didn't play again until the United Cup. But Todd, he's picked up right where he would have wanted to, with a couple of nice wins, including a big win over Sasha Zverev in straight sets in his first match back.
Yeah, actually, in an interview I had with him after one of those wins, he was a little surprised at how well he's come back. But he said, you know, I've done all the work and I'm in good shape and I'm relaxed, and he's just been letting that good play flow. And for Alex de Minaur, slightly different here in terms of what we expected from him. He had a tough loss against Casper Ruud in the opening match against Norway, but bounced back very well in the second match. He's 26 years of age now and just coming into the best time of his career in terms of form. He's filled out, he's got stronger, he's going to go to number 5 in the world in the live rankings after this United Cup.
It looks like it. Yeah, he and Andrei Rublev, who's playing up in Hong Kong, battling for that. But this is a good one ahead of us tonight.
And, well, a man that's had a lot to do with the development and been by Alex de Minaur's side throughout his career as the captain. And it's nice of you, Leighton, to give us the time once again. I mean, let's just start with where is Alex at tonight, considering I was just talking about the loss in the opening round, but then a good bounce back. And then talk us through the matchup tonight.
Yeah, no, he responded really well in that last match against Mensik. He had to, I thought he came out playing extremely well, but Mensik had a really high level early on, and then Alex was really able to dominate. And I think he broke him down mentally and physically out there, making a lot of balls. And tonight's going to be similar. You know, you've got to bide your time. Alex has got to take care of his service games, not focus on Hubie serve as much. You know that he's going to hit some big aces out there, and it's a little bit taken out of your control. So he's got to wait his time for the return, but really take care of hopefully clean service games down his end of the court. But it's all about mixing up his game style again.
Once we, Leighton, Jim, once we get into the rallies and Alex gets that return of serve in, what is he going to be looking to do in the ground stroke exchanges against Hurkacz?
We'll try and open up the moving as much as possible. You know, as you guys just spoke about, he moves well for his size, but he doesn't move quite as well as Alex on the court there. So there's going to be times where he'll be able to sneak in as well. I still want Alex to go out there with that aggressive mindset. You know, he might get past one or two times, but I think as the match wears on, he'll win a higher percentage by actually having that aggressive mindset and trying to step into the court and trying to take that net position.
And if you put any thought to, should Alex win this match and make the mixed doubles the decider, who the team will be?
We actually haven't spoken about it at all, so we don't have a lot of time to make it up, but right now he's got his work cut out, and we've got to win this one just to have a crack at the mixed double. So we'll take it one match at a time and see what happens.
Yep, good tactics. First things first. Thanks, Leighton. Best of luck for this one. And when we talk about performances here at the United Cup over the 4 years that it has been underway, Team Poland have actually performed very well. They have been close to winning the championship. They were semi-finalists in 2023, finalists in 24 and 25. So they're the only team to have had that consistency. Australia have been into a semi and now a quarter, and then twice didn't get out of the round-robin phase. Temperature still 33 degrees out west here at the Sydney Olympic Park Stadium, Ken Rosewall Arena. Big crowd in place, just about full as we get set for the opening points here of this quarterfinal. And I think a pretty good assessment by Leighton and what we're going to be able to look for in these early stages.
Yeah, without a doubt. And Alex is going to be returning first. So we'll see the big serve against the amazing returns of the Aussie as things get underway here in match 2 on a Friday night in Sydney.
First set, Hubert Hurkacz representing Team Poland to serve. Play.
What we'll track is how many times Alex de Minaur can get that return back in off the first serve. In his first match, 21 aces Hurkacz served. And there's the first one of tonight.
What does work well for de Minaur is that he played another great server in the last match he won against Jakub Mensik, 6-4, 6-1. That big Czech player has a monster serve like Hurkacz's. And Alex was able to problem solve his way to victory. So he's seen the fastball already in this tournament. He's going to see plenty of them tonight. But Todd, on the other side of that coin,
40 love.
Hurkacz hasn't seen anyone who plays quite like Alex de Minaur. He's played 2 big servers, but not someone who returns at this level. New challenge for Hubie.
Right, there is a type of point that we'll
40-15.
be seeing Alex try to play. That was what Leighton Hewitt was referring to, trying to get Hurkacz quickly into the corners. He moves well for his size, but occasionally you'll catch him a little flat-footed. And a pair of aces in the opening game for Hurkacz and Team Poland.
First game.
Now, I believe Alex won the toss.
He did, and chose to receive.
Yeah. Now, you automatically put yourself under pressure of having to hang in the set.
It's all about the mindset. That's the way that you're looking at it.
Yeah.
Alex might be looking at it as, hey, I get a free swing in the first game. I don't have any pressure in that game. It's an opportunity. Maybe I catch Hurkacz not warmed up and steal a quick break. But in any case, I get to hit a few balls, and then I get to go out and defend my serve. So there's two different ways to look at it. It's all about your mindset, half full, half empty, the way that you look at it.
No, I just like being in front, not chasing.
Yeah.
Alex Minaur representing Team Australia to serve.
Well, one thing Alex can't do is start a little slow. He did have a slow start against Casper Ruud in his opening match. Struggled on serve, in fact, served 8 double faults, so 5 in the first set, I think it was.
Five double faults in his first 2 service games to go down 2 breaks.
Information on Alex here, including the singles and doubles matches at the event. Alex has accounted for 50% of Australia's total match wins in the United Cup history, of course, as we mentioned, just in its 4th edition.
Pretty impressive.
Catches the back of the line. It's big off the ground. One thing you cannot do is come off a length against Hurkacz, because he will come at you forward. He doesn't mind being aggressive.
Well, here's an early challenge for Team Australia. Quickly, 15-40, double break point for Team Poland.
Good first serve. Always felt it's quite difficult to serve to somebody as big as a Hurkacz that has that big wingspan, because if you do take one wide, don't quite get it there, it can be right in that swing hit zone. That one cut well enough that it was at full extension, couldn't control it. And another good first serve under pressure.
Use.
It's a high-quality return.
Advantage, Team Poland.
Hurkacz taking a page out of Novak's book there, just going straight through the middle of the court with depth, and Team Minaur not able to control it. So a third breakpoint chance for Hurkacz. And this time he gets a second serve for the first time on a breakpoint. He's drifting back to give himself time to see this second serve coming.
Use. Advantage, Team Poland.
Matthias Dziedzic, the Polish captain. Nicholas Massou is the coach of Hubert Hurkacz. He's also sitting in the front row on the team bench. That's 4 breakpoints saved already in this opening game.
Use.
Alex's personal coach, Adolfo Gutierrez, also in Australia's team zone, so you'll hear his voice from time to time on the change of ends. And Alex finally gets to game point. There's Adolfo.
Advantage, Team Australia.
That was a great return. Hurkacz stood in close and took that return early and caught the line with it. De Minaur, one of the few players in men's tennis who could have extended that rally and asked for another shot. Hurkacz was ready with the answer, and this lengthy opening service game for Team Australia continues.
Left, second service. Advantage, Team Australia.
Well,
Team Australia.
Only the second game, but such an important hold for Alex de Minaur. And let's check in with Wally Masur courtside. Welcome to you this evening, Wally. And gee, 4 break points saved. That could have been a dangerous start for Team
Yeah, a couple of well-placed serves got him out of trouble there at 15-40, and It was interesting. It was a low slice to Hubie's forehand and then a very flat, direct backhand low to his forehand that drew a couple of errors. It gave him a little bit of breathing space. But Hubie, he just got a nice, calm, serene look about him so far this United Cup, and tonight's no different. And when he rallies from the back of the court, he just seems so within himself. He seems very content with the pace of his play, not overplaying. And of course, that is just a weapon. 219 out wide. And we saw on the little preview, that's what he does. He's very accurate. Very few body serves. He's an ace server. 3 already.
It's a love game. We'll be seeing quite a bit of that today. Quick service games from Hurkacz and potentially long demanding ones for de Minaur. But it's Team Poland ahead 2-1.
Team Poland leads by 2 games to 1.
The evening sessions during the round robins. We had day session, evening sessions, and of course tomorrow we're back with 2 for the semi-finals. And this is the last of the quarterfinals. The winner of tonight will take on Team Switzerland.
Meanwhile, in the team zone of Australia, Leighton Hewitt was crouched down and very animated on that change of ends with Alex de Minaur. Oftentimes, Leighton just gives Alex his space, but not that time. They were having a good chat.
Left first service. La 15.
Well, he's been patient from the back of the court so far, Hurkacz, but Jim, strengths and weaknesses. Where can de Minaur break him down?
Well, we know that the serving from Hurkacz, especially the first serve, is very difficult. You need to wait your time as a returner and hope you see some second serves all in a row. Once you get to the ground strokes, though, Hurkacz, the forehand side is the side that he's been working on to try and improve. It's one of the flatter strikes in men's tennis, so it doesn't have a lot of margin.
That's de Minaur to a tee. Wonderful defense.
15-13.
And that was a great approach shot, Wally, but you still can't get it done.
Yeah, but, you know, Todd, he was having a bit of a sleepy rally the previous point, and then he just pulled trigger line when he hadn't really created any space. I want to see a bit of this from Demon. I know he wants to play big, but this is who he is. He's a guy that frustrates people. He does counterpunch for good periods of time.
Oh, yeah. What a shot.
No cheap errors. Counterpunch when you have to. If you've got an inch of daylight, go for it.
Yeah, then he goes to pound town on that forehand. That was awesome. And that'll get him all fired up. Look, Hurkacz has a great backhand, and he can move it around the court. We're seeing him do that. Change directions with it. Cross, line, flat. It's a great shot. His forehand historically has been the place that players go for errors, and they're not afraid of it. It's not a big shot. Here comes another stress test for Minaur off of that great backhand.
But I would have liked, maybe not that point in particular, but I want to see a sprinkling of serve volley, because Hubie's just using that central corridor. He's just returning down that central corridor. You're going to show him, like, if Demon had serve volleyed that point, it was floating very nicely. As it was, it floated nice and deep and got Hurkacz where he wanted to be in the point. Demon has got to throw everything at him.
It's another break point, 5th already. And a 5th one is saved.
Demon certainly has options. He can serve and volley. He's great at the net. He's so speedy, too. He closes off. If anything floats, he'll get right on top of the net and punch it away.
Now's probably not the time, but if you're ahead in the game, 30 love or something, just do it. Change it up.
That misses.
Advantage, Team Australia.
Well, this is stressful for Alex, but if Hurkacz doesn't break here, it does also start to mentally put a little bit of pressure on him that he hasn't been able to crack through if Minaur can put any kind of tension in a Hurkacz service game. So far, that's not been the case.
Well, it's been a battle
Team Australia.
on both of Minaur's service games, but he hangs in there, 2-all.
Couple of points there. He played the role of counterpuncher, which is something he's been talking about. He doesn't want to do too much of, but it is who he is. And you know, fast players, they do something brilliant on the run. It sort of fires them up. It energizes the crowd. It's a massive part of his game. He mustn't go away from that when necessary.
Well, it's how he builds frustration in the opponent, isn't it? And when you come up against somebody like that, and you've had your chances, all of a sudden within a set at the scoreline pressure, you might start pressing a bit more, going for lines, and you get those errors.
Left for service.
You know what's interesting too, just on the return of Hurkacz, he has gone deep middle time and time again. You consider Federer, the way he used to half volley, he'd kind of rip through the ball, the racket would finish up the same side of his body. Demon plays more of a stroke, a blocked stroke. Can get him into a bit of bother. Goes way back to return there, no problem for Hubie. The visual didn't bother him. That's why I think Demon should serve volley every now and then, just to, as a little warning shot that if you're going to go high middle, I'll take it out of the air. Thank you.
And yet another love game, so Hurkacz keeps the pressure on Alex de Minaur. Team Poland, they lead 3-2.
His best typically when he has these colors on his body.
Jim, you've been baptised in the Yarra. You are an Aussie.
I guess that's true, Juan.
All right, Alex could do with a quick game here. He's had break points and 2 long service games to open. And he hasn't been able to get a first point, which has put pressure on him immediately. And he's been serving.
See, de Minaur is fully aware, having played Hurkacz 3 times prior, that the forehand side is the one that you want to get to if you want unforced errors. Unfortunately for him right now, Hurkacz is doing something we don't often see in his forehand. Both of these players typically are among the flattest forehands in men's tennis. And Hurkacz's spin rate today is 500 RPMs more than normal. And that's giving him the ability to hit the ball harder, because the topspin is what drops the ball back into the court. And de Minaur, because he's facing this speed, his speed has been suppressed. There's a push and a pull here, and Hurkacz is winning that tug of war. And that's Wally, where I think the slice backhand of Alex de Minaur into the forehand, that would be a pretty good shot just to test it and see if he's able to keep up that forehand from down low.
Yeah, I'm with you. We've seen one that he played earlier from this end, very successful. It was very successful against Mensik, similar type of athlete. It's interesting, the first point of this game when he went to the forehand and Hubie actually played a slice right up the middle of the court, and in Demon's mind the idea was to hit a winner, but I don't mind if he just adopts a bit of a clay court mentality and just say, righto, I'm just going to get to work here. I've got him stretched wide, I'm going to work him over. The idea that you're going to go for the winner the very next point, yeah, maybe not yet. If your best shot comes back, it's okay, go to work. Start again.
There's another great forehand from Hurkacz, and it gives him another opportunity to break. De Minaur has faced a break point in each of his first 3 service games now.
You are right about the shape, Jim. Look at the shape there. That gives him plenty of bounce. Look at the shape there. Easily a metre over the net, then it hits the court.
Yep.
Big jump, you've got to fight hard to get behind it. That's not easy.
Neither is this for de Minaur. Another break point.
Yet another one saved. There was a variation in the rally that you called for then. There was the slice, there was some balls with less pace. But both of them working hard in terms of rallies. A bit of oxygen required after that one for both men.
Advantage, Team Australia.
And he survives yet again. Tough from Minaur. That's what he's all about. We know that.
3 games old.
So, boys, how many break points has that he saved so far?
That will be up to 7, I believe.
Saved 7. Hubie muscling up there on the baseline. Just came onto him a little bit quick.
6 it is, Wally.
6 so far.
Just
okay.
doing a recount.
Nerve-wracking for Demon, but could pay dividends.
And at some point, the fact that you've had half a dozen and haven't been able to do something with them, the pressure turns to the other end, doesn't it?
Yep, it sure does. And that's now love 15, and that's just the second point Minaur has been able to scrape off of the Hurkacz service game.
I think Demon's mentality should be not to return well, just return anything. Just get it back, anyhow. Okay. Maybe not that one.
15 all.
Big service like 3 points. If Demon can just jag it back, even if it's a block, anything in the court, build a little pressure.
Minaur had to bare his fangs in each of his service games just to get out of it. Now he's taking a bite out of Hurkacz's service game. 15-30. First bit of pressure on Hubert Hurkacz's serve tonight. Can he deliver another big first serve into the corner? And the answer to that is emphatically yes. He has made a huge amount of first serves, 14 for 17, Todd. And look at the accuracy to a couple feet of the line, particularly in the deuce court. Unplayable.
Wow. He was actually given an ace for that, I think, by our stats, and Alex touched that one. But touch is all he could do. You can get a racket on it to control it. But this is big moment here. Second serve, 30 all. Takes it down the line, low percentage, and now, out of nowhere, really, Minaur has a break point.
30-40.
The pressure he has his opponents under Minaur with the speed that he has.
Yes.
Man, this volley was good, wasn't perfect. But he gets there with enough time to actually take this down the line. There was an opening. Didn't think he could control the racket enough, so took it cross court.
Todd, he had to go down the line, didn't he?
Did.
Just make it, because then he's got a volley back across in front of him. High part of the net, not easy.
Another ace finds the line. And let's be honest, guys. Even in our pump, not one of us would have come close to getting that volley in the first place. The fact that Minaur was even there to touch it is pretty remarkable.
So a fleeting opportunity is gone, and it is still on serve. This is a ripper of a match, this one. Team Poland ahead 4-3.
Team Poland leads by 4 games to 3.
to give that little flick cross court. I reckon he could have even met that earlier had he chosen to with his racket work. That's how quick he is.
New balls here.
Love.
This time last year, Nicholas Massou had just joined forces with Hurkacz, and one of the shots that they were trying to work on was to get him to be more confident and comfortable hitting that forehand down the line. And they had gone through a process also of changing rackets in the off season over a year ago. As de Minaur makes that mistake and goes to 15-30, Massou and also Ivan Lendl, who was coaching from afar on this team, they wanted Hurkacz to get some more topspin on the shot and a little bit more power to go with it, and they weren't going to get it from the Yonex racket he was using. And they found it in this Wilson racket, and he wasn't comfortable with it this time last year. He's getting used to it. He's had a lot of time to practice with it. He looks really tight with it now in a good way. I mean, they look like best friends because he continues to create opportunities largely on the back of his forehand tonight.
15-14.
I guess Massou, of course, as a clay court, was a very forehand dominant player, so he's a good man to be advising him. And you're dead right, Jim, in terms of the revolutions. I mean, the ball is coming straight up out of his racket. Plenty of revolutions, dipping sharply. It's heavy.
Well, more trouble on serve. This would be a 7th break point he is facing. And a timely ace.
30-14.
Hurkacz going to stand in close for the second return, take it on the rise. Can't handle it. He does toggle that position from time to time. He'll go deeper, let the ball drop in and hit a normal ground stroke, but that time missed an incredibly makeable return. That was right where he would have wanted it to be. 0 for 8 on break points.
Advantage, Team Australia.
Nice pace out wide, 173, letting the slice do the work. I still would like to see just three-quarter first serve volley, hit your spot, get in quick. Hubie's really comfortable just smoothing that ball through the centre of the court. Not suggesting break point is the time to do it, but at some point he's got to throw everything at him in these service games.
Can Minaur survive another one? It's he'd be like a cat with 9 lives this time.
I wonder if Alex is as surprised as I am at Hurkacz's forehand tonight. Even in his wins earlier in the tournament over Zverev and Griekspoor, he wasn't hitting with this much topspin. This is very out of character for him, and it's working well. He's going to be, I would imagine, quite conservative with his second serve return, so Alex should be looking to attack the next shot after the serve. Jeez, that's nervous, guys.
Well, he hit a good return, but it was a miss hit, and it actually got depth on it, and didn't do enough after that.
But he tried to smother it again. He has not been clean at all off that backhand. He keeps hitting the top of the frame. It's almost like he's surprised by the pace or the bounce. He has not connected well with that shot. So, as Jim suggested before, maybe one of these will see him drift back and hit the ball on the drop. Hit it heavily, which has worked well for him. And Demon for me right now too, because he's under pressure, he's over-serving. That was 210. We saw a 207 previously. Hubie's such a great server because he serves within himself. It's easy power. Demon's got to... Yeah, we all want 3 points, but he's got to hit his spots more importantly. 195, 190, hit your spots.
Game to Australia.
He hangs on again.
Four games all.
Well, Team Australia on their feet. Just saw Maya Joint there. She's back on the bench after having been out against the world number 2, Iga Swiatek. Big learning curve for here, and give her a little bit of breathing space. She had some serious flu to start the tournament, so she's at least feeling well enough to be back out on court. Still a teenager and doing exceptionally well. But getting to the gritty end of this set now.
Love 15.
And it takes a big mental effort when you're returning against a Hurkacz. You play a couple of great points, you get a chance, and it can be just taken away without it. Nothing is in your control. You've just got to let it go and just keep fighting.
30-15.
Oh, there's a lot to be said, isn't there, for just making a ball. As hard as it is, and as you said, Todd, every return facing this man is a little battle. That's a win, getting the ball back. You don't have to win every point. Sometimes your opponent will lose it for you. There it is again, another nondescript return, but he made it.
Yes.
I'm not sure, sitting on the side of the court here, it doesn't look to me like he's guessing at this point. I don't know what you're seeing from the back of the court, boys.
No, he's not. He's just reacting so far, Wally. He was certainly leaning T on that return, however, didn't miss by much, but here's an opportunity. Second serve for all deuce, and he's tight to the baseline to Minaur. Hey, Hurkacz is just tight, period. Making a lot of mistakes we hadn't seen in the beginning of this set.
Oh, good instincts from Demon, though, and great determination just to make the ball. He was a little compromised on his swing there, but he was determined to make it.
It's a chance. It's a break point.
Thank you. Please, ladies and gentlemen.
And he's got it. What determination from the Demon. He'll serve for the first set after this change of ends. 5-4. Lose, I guess. But this has been an extraordinary performance of competitive spirit from Alex de Minaur. Survived a plethora of break points, and now he will be serving for the set at 5-4.
Todd, is that the collective noun for
9
break points?
Yeah.
A plethora.
Every single service game, Hurkacz has had at least one break point chance. 0 for 9. De Minaur is like a professor out here. He just keeps asking the question to Hurkacz, can you hang in the long rallies?
Well, what a set of tennis. De Minaur takes it. 51 minutes it has taken for Australia to go ahead 6-4. Amazing. But Alex de Minaur doing his best to try to level for Team Australia. He's got the first set.
15 love.
Drops in.
50.
Outside edge. And for Hurkacz, that puts an edge in this service game. There is a psychological difference for a server at 30 love. Much more relaxed. Easy to be more aggressive with your shot making. 15 all. Much more tense.
Let first service.
Especially if you don't make a first serve. And he made so many of them in the opening set. 2 for 2 here in set 2. The guy is just he's got great rhythm on the serve. He just does. Helps to be tall, but that's not the whole enchilada.
It's Nicolas Massu, Olympic gold medalist in singles and doubles in Athens. Giving the clenched fist there.
Almost like he was encouraging him to go for it, to keep the racket head speed up.
Out. 40-15.
So things back to normal on the Hurkacz serve.
First game, second set.
Doesn't mind messing up a few dreams. Hubert Hurkacz, of course, many will remember back in 2021 at Wimbledon. He'd come into Wimbledon then on
it up, and we wouldn't get to see him. We will get a chance to see him on the night of the opening ceremony at the Australian Open, however, in a little over a week's time, Todd.
Yeah, next Saturday week.
Tell us a little bit about that evening.
Well, it's going to be fantastic. It's the first time. It's really an opportunity for him to come back and relive those moments he had at the Australian Open. But of course, he's going to be joined by Andre Agassi, and they'll be playing a match against our very own Pat Rafter and Leighton Hewitt, 4 world number ones out on court. And then they'll get an opportunity to catch a chat with another world number one, that being yourself.
Well, you're going to be involved too, aren't you?
Well, yeah, but I will be there. But Crowded House will be there, one of Australia's iconic
what a night.
bands. It's going to be really special.
What a way to kick off the Australian Open and just announce it. First ever opening night. And of course, play will get underway the next day on Sunday. Alex de Minaur continuing now to enjoy an easy service game, 2 in a row, it looks like. That's going to feel good.
It's good line and length, isn't it, when he just serves within himself nice and easy, not striving for power. But the good news, boys, is that Rafter is taking this exhibition very seriously. He's training in Aspen as we speak.
He's working on leg strength, Wally.
Yeah.
He's going to come out moving like Yannick Sinner out of the corners of the court.
Maybe a couple 12-ounce curls.
Yeah, he won't be able to play, but geez, he'll move well.
I just wonder what's going through Hubie's mind here, Jim.
I think he's aware that this is a tough matchup for him. He's 0-2 against Alex on hard courts. I think I would imagine that he and his team would be saying, this time can be different. I've got a new racket. It's a new me. And for the first 40 minutes of this match, he was the dominant force on the court, playing at an incredibly high level, and it was just Alex's determination that kept him in there. And if you see this match fact, that against the top players, the top 10, when he loses the first set, he doesn't do very well.
He's so fast twitch though, Demon, isn't he? I mean, he's mixing up his returning position against Zverev, for example, in that first round. Hurkacz, he kind of got a beat in, you know, Zverev's pretty much stood in the same spot every time. He doesn't have this ability like Demon to just make quick reactions from close to the baseline. Okay, they're not quality, but he's getting bat on ball and he's making them, and it paid dividends at the back end of the first.
40-15.
His head-to-head against top 10s, 20 wins to 37 losses, and of course one of the wins was this week against Alexander Zverev. Oh, that's lovely. Leans into the backhand and a clean winner to secure another hold of serve. It's a
team beating Alexander Zverev in 5 sets in that final. And sadly, Thiem's career ended pretty quickly after that with the multiple wrist problems and surgeries. But this is a very interesting opportunity for Masu because it's an entirely different style of player. Hurkacz, the massive serve, but not a huge ground stroker. Thiem, one of the biggest in his time, forehands and backhands in the game, with huge amounts of topspin off both wings. Hurkacz, pretty much the polar opposite, pun intended.
Double the amount of unforced errors from the pole. 16 to 8. Probably expect that.
Got it like that.
30 love.
Getting the big man on the turn. The moment he saw him take that left hand off the racket, he knew it was going to be a floated slice. And that, my friends, is how to volley. Keep the racket head above the wrist, finish well past the point of contact. High ball, go open court. Just some signs that he's not as composed on that forehand wing, Hurkacz. We've seen a few errors come from it, but from me, the pace of the swing was so consistent at the start of this match, not quite so now. There's Minaur return hit points, so have a look at that. First serve, we know that Hurkacz goes to the corners, but look at Demon, he's fast enough. A lot of players would return from deep in the court on that first serve, not Demon. He's cutting off angles and he's quick and he's fast twitch. He can block, he can make balls, and just have a look at the variety on second serve. Love his work.
Interesting that graphic, Jim, because a lot of the players at the moment are taking the other response to that and going a lot deeper. Demon's one of the few that likes to stand up a little closer to the baseline now.
I think his grips allow him to do it. There's not massive grip changes. He can stand there neutral, almost with a volley grip, find a forehand, jag a backhand with two hands on the racket. He's quite versatile in that respect with his racket work.
Look, it takes incredible fast twitch, and we know Alex has that to be able to even counteract serves that are coming like that last one, 219, and to be able to get even a racket on it. He's a little deeper for this return. Just at 40 love, trying a little something different. But he's a special athlete, Alex. His fast twitch, man, they've got layers.
Let second service.
What division would he be in as a boxer, Jim? 72 kilos? He's sort of...
I don't know. I'm wrong guy to ask.
He'd certainly be quick to the punch, wouldn't he?
Yes, he would. I'm a lover, not a fighter, Wally.
Oh, we know, Jim. We know.
Got another comfortable hold of serve, and serve dominating in set number 2, 3-2, Team Poland.
By 3 games to 2.
And the Longwood fire, there's been people that have lost their houses and property, and we just want to say thank you to all of those that have been doing that work there, and hope that everybody is safe as they possibly can and that the weather can back down a little bit. Hot conditions in around Melbourne and country Victoria at 40-odd degrees today, and high 30s in most of the state. Similar here today in Sydney also, but a very different type of humidity around Sydney. Tomorrow we're looking at excess of 40 degrees here at Sydney Olympic Park. Well, that's what Willie has been talking about all week. Counter-punching, waiting for that moment for the right ball to go after. And that you couldn't have picked a better one than this.
Alex de Minaur's serve, guys, we remember it wasn't that long ago. It was under assault every single service game. Since he's made the break a serve, he has not lost a point on serve. I hope I don't jinx him here, but he held serve at love, and he's 10 out of 10 so far in this set. Nope. The streak continues.
We just saw a shot there of Leighton Hewitt in the box, and you know, Leighton, of course, was an awesome player from the back of the court, more of a counter puncher than Demon is. And Leighton, when he strived for power on his serve, he could go astray and his percentage dropped, but when he served within himself, he was very effective. And that's sort of how I see Demon. Don't try to match the pace of a lot of your opponents on the tour. Just serve within yourself and hit your spots. Because then he's got this. He's so good from the back. Don't put yourself under pressure with too many second serves.
Well, de Minaur is putting himself under pressure by standing in close for the returns against the first serve. And because Hurkacz's first serve is so massive, this is how much time he has to react from when the ball leaves Hurkacz's racket to when Alex makes contact with it. 0.41 seconds.
It's not long, is it?
Blink and you miss it. That is incredible. Hurkacz, for his part, standing a little bit deeper, and Alex's serve not quite as lethal. He's getting about 0.6 seconds to react. That's a pretty big difference when we talk about at this level. Those microseconds matter, and Alex is one of the very, very, very few who could pull this off. And of course, Wally, so many of the players these days choose to diffuse that situation by standing very deep when they return serve to buy more time.
Yeah, it's a real contrast, isn't it? He's wandered back now, but he's done this throughout the course of the night. He's changed the visual, which I like as well. Now he steps right back up. He's on the baseline. You'd suggest he'd almost go forward from this point. He does. And there it is. Just clips the tape. He's got options, but Jim, you saw that little abbreviated bunt. You know, there's not a lot of players on tour. They want to take more the full-blooded cut. They don't manipulate the racket head quite as well as Demon in those tight quarters. I would just find it, I mean, he went way back there on a second serve, but he doesn't have that big Casper Ruud-like trajectory from there. So he hit it reasonably flat and it dropped there, and then, of course, you're scampering from well behind the Sydney logo, and that is not going to end well.
Playing 3 points, going against the server in 7 games. And it's another love hole for Team Poland. 4-3, they lead. Second set, Australia having taken the first. Yeah, that would, of course, take it through to a mixed doubles to decide who will go on to take on Switzerland.
Once again, nice smooth first serve. Found his spot. Jim, a question for you. If Demon has 0.41 of a second to react on a first serve, what would a fast ball pitcher in baseball, what would the batter? Is that
probably slightly less time?
Yeah.
Slightly less, not by much.
So we're talking about something pretty special in world sport.
Yeah.
30 love.
And the guy continues to be on a run, Wally. He's won 18 consecutive points. Maybe more than that on serve. Actually, it's going to be more because he had to have won at least 2 after saving a break point in the game prior. So he's on a big run here on his serve. And no signs of abating.
But it's smooth, isn't it? It's smooth within himself. He's not putting himself under pressure. Because sometimes when Demon misses first serves, he misses by a foot. You know, he's striving for something. He's got to think of himself as a seam bowler, line and length. I think that's telling, Jim. You've been asking for that, but that looked manufactured. That didn't look very comfortable at all. And
4 games old.
At the end change, Nicholas Massou was telling me you've got to go to the ball, get your hand in a good position, go to the ball, and be positive on that forehand. That was not.
23 straight points on serve for de Minaur. 4-all. Something's got to give here soon.
Todd, could you just repeat that little stat?
That is 23 consecutive points on serve for Alex de Minaur.
Well, that's got to be a record for him.
He won the last 3 points after saving a break point in the 8th game, and then he served it out to Love that first set and hasn't dropped a point by my scorecard, at least in the second.
Oh, I trust your scorecard.
Love.
I think he's just getting a little bit too apples and oranges on return, Demon. I think he was incredibly deep there, incredibly close previously, I think.
No answers for that. 205 on the line down the tee, an ace for Hurkacz. And the dominance on serve continues, but when we come back, it'll be de Minaur serving to stay in it at 5-4. For Team Poland lead.
What a contrast this set has been to the opening set, where break points were flying fast and furiously, with Hurkacz having the bulk of them. Yet to see a break point in this set for either player. De Minaur has yet to lose a point on serve. I tried to jinx him the last game, Todd. It didn't work. Don't look at me like that. I have no power up here. You know that. I have no power. Just ask my wife. I have no power.
You did that.
I did not. But
goodness me, I can't believe you did that to him.
Just ask Susanna. I have no power. That's my wife. She'll tell you.
let's be honest, that double comes around because of the scoreline. It becomes, haven't lost a point throughout, and then there's a different tension when you're coming back out to serve to stay in it, rather.
Hurkacz, not a lot of control on his ground strokes at times in this set either.
Well, I guess that speaks to the words from Nicholas Massou. Now's the time to step up. And step up he did. And Demon, after missing the second serve to that side previously, he kind of nursed that. At this level, you can get burnt. Got to be closer to the lines, deeper.
Please.
One thing that Massou told Hurkacz is all the second serves from de Minaur in the match so far have come right at your body, so get away from it, move around it and hit it. And he did it again there, so real tension for the first time in the set for either server.
Yes.
And Hurkacz puts Team Poland within 2 points of leveling this one.
It's funny, in a rally situation, as you said, Jim, there didn't seem to be the same sort of confidence in some of Hurkacz's ground shots, but when he's positive and goes for it,
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
looks a whole lot better.
Players are ready.
Well, that was patient and executed incredibly well by Hurkacz. He took more risks, but they were calculated into the parts of the court that gave him the opportunity. That was one of them. And then he had to come forward, and that was a good approach shot, put pressure on the pass, and it set up a set point for Team Poland.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Please. Please.
Well, it was the right direction, didn't execute.
What a get from de Minaur. Grinds his way into the forehand corner, and Hurkacz goes for the right shot, but in the first set he would have made that. All those RPMs that he had, the extra ones in the first set, he's going back to normal in this set. And without that spin, you're not going to land it, and he didn't. And that's why Team Aussie is still in this set.
Well, the reason Demon's dug himself a little hole in this game is just not making enough first serves. Just all of a sudden, first servers deserted him. Got away with it. See if you can find a first serve here to close it out.
Oh, he catches it. We'll take another look here.
He was in the ascendancy though, wasn't he? He's on the front foot, making something happen. That's when the luck usually falls your way. Bit of a double whammy. Net cord onto the line.
Alex has made only 2 out of 10 first serves in this game.
Yeah, in the men's game, that's not good enough. And there's a ball toss, Jim, that was maybe 2 feet too far in front all of a sudden, just striving for something.
Yep. Pressure.
Another taxing rally.
In this game we've seen the 2 longest rallies in the United Cup. A 31-point rally, 31-shot rally, that one 35. The second set point now for Hurkacz.
This is 11th break point of the evening.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
And a second set point. He's got it. Oh, what a game from Hurkacz. He's fired up, so's the crowd. And it's 1 set all.
Found the right execution at the right moment. I think Demon, for me too, he's just sort of exaggerating his court position a little bit on return. He's gone really deep or really short. Just got to moderate that a little bit. As I say, the best return is the one that goes into court. Just reset, just start to make some balls. Don't be too extravagant on return, build pressure over time. Isn't it amazing on that set point when Demon came in and he had the volley, how fine the margins are. It wasn't a bad volley, but he opened up the line for Hurkacz. If he volleyed line, Hurkacz. He would have had to hit across Demon's body, which is a lot easier to cut off.
30 all.
fine margins.
An early opportunity for the Australians. 30 all. Hurkacz only made one first serve out of 4 chances so far in this game. Yeah, he was due.
40-30.
I tell you what, one of the sponsors here is Nexo and of the United Cup, and I think they should join up with Hurkacz because he's given them most of the advertising this week. Each time there's an ace serve, it flashes across that backdrop of the court there behind him. I'd never heard of them until he started hitting all these aces.
Yes.
One more, come on. Come on.
Todd, you've got a head for marketing, and I'm seeing you all over the back of buses in Sydney lately. It's very disconcerting.
Just don't drive up the back of the bus, Wally.
Used to be Pat Rafter and his Bonds undies. Now it's you hitting a backhand volley.
Oh my goodness. Check, please.
Advantage, Team Poland.
Okay, we're just getting ourselves back focused here. Catch with the ad. And he gets the hold.
First game, final set.
It's one more win to get into the semifinals again. And Alex de Minaur certainly wants to give the Aussies a chance to take it in a mixed doubles match after this one. But he needs this set to do it.
And what changes in a serve for Demon all of a sudden to go off the boil and be 2 for 11 on first serves in that final game? Well, for me, it's the ball toss. All of a sudden, and even that first serve there, it's well out in front. You just lose shape. You can't get the margin. First serve there, clip the tape. He just needs to keep that ball toss back a little bit, as he did when he went on that great run of consecutive points. I mean, that's a big miss. That's 2.5 feet. He's not getting the shape on his first serve. Just keep it back. So basically, Demon's second serve ball toss should be his first serve ball toss, but it's not at the minute.
Much more prefer you talking about service ball tosses than the backs of buses and advertisement.
Okay.
I'm much more comfortable in my workplace now.
Okay. Two slices, Jim. Little off slice to the forehand, deep floating slice to the backhand.
Attaboy, Wally. Keep it coming.
He just has to keep thinking, keep using all of his skills to keep this big man off balance.
1 game on.
Okay, so already a bit of a different start to this third set than what we had, where everything just went so quickly with love games on serve in the second set. But this is where Alex is just going to have to try to work on building these first points. Like that. Now he can build some pressure. He's going to have to break to be able to serve it out, unless he can hang on to a tie break. That's a long way away.
But don't be too extravagant with court position. Don't go too deep. Don't be too aggressive. Just temper it slightly. Sometimes he's almost taking too much time away from himself. He's been a metre inside the baseline, or he's gone too far back. By all means, vary it, but just a bit of moderation. Well, that's 2 volleys. I mean, the passing shot down the line previously, that was brilliant. Forehand volley's tough, but that's probably the easiest volley you're going to get. Waist high, backhand. It nearly hit his big toe.
Yes, he's building pressure, Demon. And I think it's fair to say that there's been just a little drop of concentration or intensity in Hurkacz in this game. Three chances for a break. And only needs the one. What a poor game there from Hurkacz. And Team Australia have got the break and the lead, 2-1. That just seemed to me that Hurkacz just came off his levels ever so slightly, which was enough for Minaur to be serving here at 2-1 with the break.
Good start to that game from Hurkacz after throwing in a stinker of a service game, to be honest, the prior game. Backhand volleys were shockingly bad for a guy who normally has really nice hands. And then the serve on break point was way underpowered, under 200K. Didn't understand that either. But it all adds up to Alex de Minaur with a look at the finish line. If he can hold serve from here, that would extend this quarterfinal tie and put it into a decisive mixed doubles match.
Did he look heavy on those volleys? We're an hour and 47 into this match. It is humid under the roof here at Ken Rosal Arena. He didn't play for 207 days due to that knee surgery. He's played 3 matches now with tension. Is there just that little 10 or 20% physical drop-off for Hurkacz? We're about to find out.
Not a great sign for de Minaur necessarily, but good sign for Hurkacz that not only did he hit a great return there, but immediately after he turned to his team and pumped his fist. He's not known to be terribly demonstrative on the court. He's pretty self-contained typically.
40-30.
Leighton imploring him here to get a first serve in. I'm imploring him to keep his ball toss back in his stance. Not like that. Just some signs here, both men just feeling the pinch from the physicality of this match, the tension that's been there throughout. As Jim suggested, some of the longest rallies. Demon, of course, working hard against the power of Hurkacz. It's just some signs here. They're getting a little wear and tear.
Advantage Team Australia.
Come on. Ball.
It's the type of battle that Leighton Hewitt used to love. He's the sort of player that when he was on your team, which I was fortunate enough to be on, if there was anyone playing for your life, you'd be happy to give it to him to do so. And Alex is like that also. Because you know they're just going to get everything they have. And that's a big hold. He's got some breathing space at 3-1.
Team Australia leads by 3 games to 1.
So I'm looking for signs of fatigue. There was that stat there, Demon, 25 sprints, Hurkacz 4. That last backhand, maybe halfway up the net. Fatigue in tennis is not, it's not like you've just finished a marathon. You just get heavy. Coordination, not quite as crisp. Maybe half a step slow at times. Concentration wavers.
And when you talk about lobs, it's got to be good to get over Hurkacz. The top spin lob over the backhand side with the spin, played to perfection.
Demon got a little fancy there. It was not like him. Normally he just gets the job done, but
30-15.
he knows it. He overplayed his hand there, particularly off the net court volley.
I'm going to talk about how amazing of a competitor de Minaur is. A couple of years ago, you'll remember, he got injured at Wimbledon when he won the match in the 4th round. Had to default in the quarterfinals to Djokovic. Couldn't play singles at the Olympics that year. Played singles at the US Open, hurt. I mean, not well at all. And gutsed his way into the quarterfinals, which, by the way, is still the furthest he's ever been in a major. He's done it many times. He'd just done it at Wimbledon, but on basically one leg, he found his way. That's how much heart and guts this kid has. Most people, they wouldn't have even played. They'd have just gotten on a plane and gone home to get healthy, but that's not this kid at all.
Yep. Apologises for the slight miss hit that brought Hurkacz forward.
Yes. And came in on the backhand, Todd. I love it. Had the 50-50 ball. Juniors, if you're going to come in, that's the side to come in. Follow the ball, cover line. As it was a cold winner.
And that reputation that you've just spoken about, Jim, that's what brings you an aura in the locker room, because you walk out onto the court with a few extra points in your pocket because they know how hard they've got to work to beat you. And a well-saved break point by Hurkacz. A double break would probably be too much at this point.
Yes.
But this is most certainly not done yet.
What a great return, though. He was out of his reach, but he carved his racket face around the ball. Great skill. Just not quite good enough.
Advantage, Team Poland.
Oh, that's a great effort from Hurkacz. And he gives a positive sign back to his team. What a battle we've got here on Ken Rosewall Arena. 3-2. Long way to go yet. Serving 3-2 with new balls.
All was quiet in the team zone for Australia. Not much needed to say. Alex is in a good headspace right now, has a lead. Just left him alone. It was quite different in the Team Poland team zone. Nicholas Massou urging Hurkacz to make every point a battle, every point difficult for de Minaur. Dig in. How
How about the way he came onto that ball and took it early?
Was his body in front of the point of contact? Like he was charging. And it was low. It was not easy. It's a shame we don't get to see that particular forehand approach. That's Hurkacz being wrong-footed, and Nicholas is feeling every point.
Well, you don't hear a bigger roar than that in this stadium. An Aussie playing at home and showing his wares beautifully.
And how good was that first volley, just to kill the pace. It was a good forehand from Hurkacz.
The Aussie team on their feet by a joint. Jason Kubler there, of course, Australian Open men's doubles winners a couple of years ago alongside Rinky Hijikata.
So my advice to Demon here is keep the intensity, keep trying to make balls. Don't give him that 40-love game. Take something out of him. Very easy at 4-2 to think I can coast with my next two serves.
Look how deep he is on this return, and the first return he was deep as well. Just too good. Well, doing his job, Alex, just continuing to make life difficult for Hurkacz as much as he can in these service games. Keep searching for the insurance break.
It just clipped the tape, but for me, that's probably a drive volley. That's almost one of the hardest volleys, I feel. You've got no pace to work with. You're behind the baseline, and you're trying to play a drop volley. Difficult.
It looks like an easy service game, so now's a good time for a question I've been dying to ask you, Wally. Is it his cats or her cats? You keep pronouncing the name so many different ways, I can't figure it out.
I'm excited. Hubie.
Well, he catches another hole to serve no matter what. Team Poland, they find themselves behind him. Hubert Hurkacz has been able to deliver for Team Poland. And Adolfo Gutierrez, a long time coach of ours. They must be happy with how he's rebounded after his opening match here. Lost that first match to Casper Ruud, who played very well. You can't take that away from him, but you have to go away, reassess, find the form, and that's what Minaur has done. Make your opponent play one more shot, and if you can, keep it down low from the incoming player. Wally, this was clever.
Yeah, this shot, well, that's a great half volley. That shot is the one that is the money. This one was pretty routine for the Demon, but that first one, that's That was really skillful, and that was the half volley off the return. That's probably the best half volley he's hit all night. A little bit of anger in that return there. Bit of frustration.
He had a bit of luck, but it wasn't a lucky shot. It meant every piece of that one.
40-30.
Stayed down long enough to be able to control the ball. This was a great pass to go through the middle.
Alex wasn't going to get that one if it didn't touch the net anyway. It was a brilliant half volley, just ended up with a little bit of luck. Still game point for the Aussies, though.
Thank you.
Oh, it thought about it again, but it falls back on Hurkacz's side. And that means Minaur a game away from a victory.
Team Australia leads by 5 games to 3. Thank you. Love 15.
Ball.
Two points away.
Love 30.
How well has Demon played in this set? After dropping the second, he is just conceded nothing. Only 2 unforced errors throughout the third set thus far. Incredible.
15.
He's been plenty offensive-minded when he's had opportunity. Lifting himself and his team on his back here in this final set.
Please.
Well, he's missed a couple of volleys, hasn't he, throughout the course of this match that were costly, but credit to him. He's kept coming forward. when the occasion arises, we saw that lovely little half volley, and on that occasion, no mistake with the backhand volley.
Left for service.
Vamos.
He reached back for that one. 220 on the radar.
And identical speed out wide, and a big game coming. Let's look and be really aware if we get some second serves to jump all over that second of Minaur. We'll see whether he can find some first serves or not. So Minaur serving for the match, 5-4. And that's huge for Minaur.
15 love.
Masu also urged Hurkacz to play with his legs. Once he made the return, play with your legs, get in good position. Just lifted ever so slightly on that forehand.
Once again, just 2 points away, but this scenario is different. It's on his own serve. He must have only just made that overhead.
30, 15.
Hard to tell from our angle, but the fact that he had to hit it was incredible. Look at this guess and get. And he spikes it away just inside the line. Was waiting for the red light on the net to come up on that one, which indicates an out ball. It never did. 30-15.
Ball.
Team Australia with 2 match points. There it is. What a win for the Demon.
6-4 for 6, 6-4.
Hurkacz quickly over the net. He has more work to do. Will Alex join him in the mixed doubles? We'll find out together, because Demon has made that a live match. What a live wire of a singles match this was. I'll tell you one thing, Todd. Alex de Minaur is ready for this summer of tennis. That match puts him in great shape. Psychologically, we'll see if he can put Australia a little further in this contest. We don't know yet.
And they don't come more passionate than Alex de Minaur when he plays for his country, when he puts the green and gold on for Australia. And what a magnificent performance from both men. That was a sensational match. But to bounce back after losing the second and play such a flawless third set is quite incredible. As Jim alluded to, the unforced errors ended up finishing with just 2. Extraordinary. And so that does mean we do have a live mixed doubles, and then that will decide who goes on to play Switzerland in the semi-final tomorrow. There's Storm Hunter on the bike, and you've got to love these pictures. Well, the Demon taking his time to get to Wally Masur, who's waiting courtside. Team Poland departed rather quickly. They've got a decision to make about who will be coming out to play that mixed. We didn't see Iga on the bench at all. Świątek, of course, that is, so she will be preparing, we imagine. And Alex just getting all set now to get ready to chat to Wally, and I'm looking forward to what he's got to say. But that, as Jim alluded to, has got him in great shape. There's Iga warming up, getting ready, the true professional, and the Demon is with Wally Masur.
Well, Alex, you've played some amazing matches here at Ken Rosewall Arena, but that's got to be right up there with the best of them.
Nights like these are just the best. I mean, I love playing here. I love playing in front of you guys. The atmosphere from the very first point to the last was amazing, and thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Demon, I get the feeling that love is being reciprocated. Now, just on the match, you came out, Australia's down 1 love, great effort by Iga Świątek, she's playing awesome tennis. You're under the pump, but you were under the pump on serve, saving break point after break point. I mean, Hubert came after you.
Yeah, I mean, he's an incredible talent, and I'm just so happy to see him back on tour because he's a very dangerous player. I'm not happy playing him, but I'm happy that he's back. I'm sure he's going to do a lot of damage, and yeah, I'm glad to see him healthy. But for me, I just had to fight him off from the first point to the last. A huge mental effort, and yeah, we're still alive, so happy days.
Still alive. Alex, playing matches like that, it's a real roller coaster. You're probably the better player in the second set, holding your serve pretty comfortably. He pinches it. The emotions, that's pretty disappointing, but you bounce back unbelievably. You know, you made 2 unforced errors in that final set.
Oof. Yeah, I mean, that's what it took. That's honestly what it took today. I'm glad that I was able to bounce back. It wasn't easy. After I lost that second set, I had some dark thoughts in my head, but I'm glad I bounced back.
Well, mate, enjoy the win. Get back with your team. There are decisions to be made around the mixed. It'll all come down to the mix, so don't go anywhere. But fantastic effort. Go and enjoy the win.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Well, he potentially might have a lot of time to enjoy the win if he's going to come back out and play the mixed doubles. He did in the previous match to assure that Australia made it through to the quarters. he gets set now to deliver some balls to the crowd, who are getting ready to take a short break and will be back full again, I assure you, for the mixed doubles. But as we spoke about, the unforced errors extraordinary there. Only 2 in that final set. And we'll take a look at the set summary here in just a moment. And that match summary. And here it is. So de Minaur picked up the serving in the third set and then got the average of 55%. Have a look at Hurkacz, 74. 20 aces, and it's still not enough to dampen the spirits of de Minaur, who, when he gets that ball back into play, makes you work so hard. But the difference there, look at that, unforced errors, 43-13. A super effort, a super match enjoyed by everybody that was in the stadium, here in the commentary box, and I assume by all of you at home. So we are level, and we will be taking a short break. Don't miss the mixed doubles. That's coming up next at the United Cup on Ken Rosal Arena.